This conference will now be recorded.
So thanks for joining this session. We are going to start a new batch of SAP EAM online training. EAM Enterprise Asset Management, which is having multiple modules within it. So here in this course, we will go with the industry specific scenarios to understand SAP functionality, and we'll focus on the modules which is coming within the process cycle of EAM. Okay, and we'll take some real-time industry scenarios and to just try to implement a scenario for all kind of processes in SAP EM. Okay, and I'll explain how we can execute the transactions in Fury app. Okay, wherever it is required to execute directly in GUI, I'll just come to a GUI screen. Okay, so I'll tell you the difference between GUI and Fury apps in my next sessions. Okay, and then I'll explain the configuration, how you can do the configuration for different processes, objects. Okay, and we'll provide you the customized study material specific to plant maintenance. Okay, which is asset management also. Okay, and here in the complete course of EM, Enterprise Asset Management, which is having multiple modules within it, but we will focus more on plant maintenance and WCM, work clearance management. Okay, so in my upcoming slides, I'll explain what is plant maintenance and how WCM is helping us to do any maintenance in any business process. Okay, and then I will provide you some certification documents where if you are planning to write exam for asset management in S4HANA, in that case, you can refer the same. You will get all the recorded sessions through our MyBandhu app or through web. So you can access your recorded sessions through web also. Okay. So here is the link where you can find the link to download our app. Okay. And you can subscribe our channel to get all updated information, or whenever I'm just putting informative videos, you can just refer to that. Okay. So here, let me start. What is the agenda for this session today? First, I'll explain the concept of enterprise asset management, EAM. Okay, and then I'll explain asset lifecycle management. Then I'll explain process and plant maintenance. Okay, and then I'll take you through how to access SAP plant maintenance for transactions and configuration. Okay, so when you are going to access SAP system to perform the transactions or to perform the configuration, there are different way. Okay, I'll just explain that process. So first of all, let us understand enterprise asset management. Okay, so EAM basically it's not a single module. So if you see somewhere it is written in any job description that we need a consultant who's having experience in EM, so it doesn't mean they are requiring only plant maintenance experienced guy. Okay, so here the EM, which is a concept, it is represented a package where the multiple modules are involved to provide a industry specific solution. Okay, to manage your assets. Okay, starting from your initiation, like when the idea came in mind to just install any asset to just dispose. Okay, so everything is included here. So here enterprise asset management incorporates the management and maintenance of physical assets owned by a company throughout the entire life cycle of an asset, from capital planning, procurement, installation, performance, maintenance, compliances, risk management, through to asset disposal. So to just understand this scenario, okay, let's say you just want to install one machine. Okay, let's say lathe machine. I'm just taking a simple example, lathe machine. Okay, so lathe machine, when you are planning to install a lathe machine, the process of EM from that point start. Okay, once idea is coming in your mind, from that point the concept of EM will start. Okay, so how it is going to taken forward, okay, that comes within an EM. Okay, so once this idea is coming and then you are finalizing designing and all, and then you are procuring it from your vendors and then going to install it. So these activities you can consider as a project, okay, small project, internal project, okay, and then it will go to operation. So once the machine is installed, then it will go to the operation. Okay, so in operation, what are the maintenance activities need to be followed? Okay, so these activities, the task will be given by the manufacturer, and you will perform the maintenance, or based on some experience you will do all these maintenance in the process of operation. Okay, and sometimes you may require to just extra equipment to do the maintenance in operation process. So in that case, you need to procure these items, these material from outside, or you may require to manufacture within your organization. Okay, and you just taking it to your floor to install it in to perform the maintenance. Okay, and then once the cycle, once the age of this machine is expired, then you need to dispose it. So if you see, starting from idea to just install this machine and just taking it to operation and doing the maintenance, and then you're disposing. So these are the different processes are involved. Okay, where you are tracking your performance of asset. Okay, when you are taking some data from the different sources to just analyze the need of maintenance for your asset, and then based on that you are informing to the respective people to take action to perform the maintenance. So there are lots of activities involved in all these activities, all these processes. So this entire things comes within EAM. So there are different modules which are involved in this complete process of EAM. Okay. So here from starting, you can consider, like, let's say when you are procuring, okay, in that case, like when you are keeping all this record in your system, then some different modules are involved, and once it is coming in the operation, then maintenance, plant maintenance will require. For procurement, you are using some integration. Okay, so these things comes within EAM. Okay, here in EAM, our main focus is to just understand the functionality of plant maintenance and work clearance management. I'll tell you what is the work clearance management here. So let's understand the next year. Here, when you are going to install the EAM, okay, here traditional EAM system were installed on premise. So actually, SAP has given a complete solution for this entire process, whatever I've explained now. So here there is a traditional way where EM system can be installed on your on-premise, and however in some of cases you can go for the cloud solution also. Okay, so the benefits of cloud solution, where you can manage your larger data and you are having stronger security, and it's easier to integrate with your complementary applications like SCM, supply chain management, IoT, mobile workforce and planning, because it's already given a solution and directly you can link with your cloud solution here. So here EM process, whatever the activities, whatever the transactions I've explained in the process of EM, there are different modules which are involved here. So project system is there, PP is there, DMS is there, HR is there, QM is there, AM is there, MM is there. So these different modules are going to be integrated with your EM. Okay, so EM here you are having here, and here, and then it is going to integrate with different models here. So let's go forward to understand more clarification here. SAP EM function, whatever SAP has given here, there are 4 different modules given here. First is the asset strategy and performance management. We used to call it as a ASPM. Okay. Second is asset intelligence network, AIN. Third is predictive asset insight, and fourth is SAP asset manager. So these are the cloud solution. Okay, and it is having their own purpose, the different activities, transaction to perform in particular area. Okay, and when we are going to elaborate it in more detail, so let us come to understand here what functionalities are given in this particular module. So first is coming asset strategy and performance management, ASPM. Here, this particular module is helping us to collect and store data in cloud. So whatever the asset relevant data is there, we are just keeping it on the cloud. So whatever I'm going to explain here, this solution is based on the cloud. Okay. But in my next slides, I'll just focus on specifically to plant maintenance. Okay. So here it is giving us a complete picture. What is EM, and from this EM, what portion exactly we are going to understand through this course. So first is asset strategy and performance management, ASPM. Here we are collecting and storing asset relevant data. Okay. Next is asset intelligence network, which is being used to data to guide asset strategy and productivity. Okay. And next is predictive asset insight. Here productivity, schedule, inspection and maintenance works is being done. For example, based on some IoT arrangement, based on the prerequisites rules, the notification for maintenance is being created automatically by the system, and based on that, the maintenance team is performing the maintenance on asset. Whatever the transactions you are doing, okay, that we can manage through asset manager. Okay, let's say this is relevant to your extended EM system capability to asset and workers in the field. So here mobile device can be used to just perform the transactions. Okay, so everything is inbuilt based on the cloud. Here it's just detailing what exactly we are having in ASPM. So coming to the ASPM again, as I was explaining that it is helping us to collect and store data in a cloud. So here we are managing asset information. Okay, asset information means what is my equipment. I'll just take consideration to understand here equipment. Okay, equipment, whatever machine we are using. So that is my asset, physical asset, which I'm going to manage here through EM. So here in this step, we are just keeping all the details in the system. And here effects analysis and failure mode. What are the prerequisites? Here we are maintaining optimization of maintenance and performance management strategy needs to be defined here. So here this data will be provided by manufacturer. Okay, and it will be on the cloud. So this will be automatically updated from manufacturer side. Okay, and as a user, as a company who's using this EM, they will use this information to manage it further. Okay, so here we use powerful analytics, and we extract this detail insight to understand how assets are performing and where exactly we attention required on this asset. So next, when we are coming to asset intelligence network, here it is a complete network which is helping us to identify potential equipment failure before they can happen using machine learning, digital twin technology and predictive analytics. So predictive analytics, basically it's based on some prerequisites rules. Okay, you will come to know that yes, this is the case where we need to perform the maintenance for particular asset. Okay, here we used to analyze the risk. Okay, and here equipment tracking automation will be there. So whatever the activity you are doing, it will be tracked here. A centralized repository for handling business data. Okay, so you will have centralized repository to whatever the actions you have taken on this particular asset, that will be managed here. Next, productive schedule, inspection and maintenance work. So when we are talking about predictive asset insight, what exactly we are doing in this stage, proactively schedule inspection and maintenance of work. So here we used to integrate process data to plan, schedule and execute maintenance work and inspection. So what we are doing in advance based on some recommendations, okay, we are just keeping the schedule of maintenance for asset. We are prioritizing critical asset to minimize downtime. So what exactly, how we need to do the maintenance and to avoid any downtime of machine. Okay, that has to be analyzed and need to perform the maintenance here. We will detect the report and resolve the issues here. So through these all functionality, it is helping us to enhance asset availability using IoT and machine learning technology. So IoT, this internets of things, okay, and machines learning technology. So automation will be there based on some rules. Okay, this will indicate on your dashboard, or we can arrange to just create a notification or maintenance order automatically in the system. Here it is helping us to advance predictive analytics of physical assets. It's giving us a comprehensive view of all assets. So here you can see the complete detail of your asset. Okay, what is the health of your asset as of now? Next is asset manager. So here asset manager, it's an extended EM system capability to asset and workers in the field. So here, to manage the work order and asset process online or offline with visualization and location services, it integrates GIS data to provide a map-based user experience for remote workers and assets. So here, through the mobile, the worker will execute the work order through mobile asset management. Okay, so let's say the people are working on site and whatever the activities need to perform, let's say some confirmation of order. So all these things will be happen from mobile device. Here we can track and manage maintenance processes, data and work orders from anywhere. So anywhere, like it's independent, wherever you are just walking to the floor or in the plant, wherever you are doing the maintenance based on schedule. Okay, and you are performing the transaction through mobile device here. Next, to understand this asset life cycle. Okay, so whatever we were talking, it's complete EM process, enterprise asset management. But under that, we are having asset life cycle management. So whatever asset we are having within it, let's say machine, it's our asset. That what exactly it is having a complete life cycle here. So when we are understanding this asset life cycle, basically it's having 4 phases. Okay, first is a planning, then second is the acquisition, third is operation and maintenance, and fourth is disposal. This is a typical life cycle of any asset. Even when you are buying a car, this is an asset for you. Okay, so this will also have the similar kind of process. First you are planning what kind of car you are going to buy. Okay, and then you will finalize one particular car based on your budget. Okay, and then you will give an order to the company, and then you will do the acquisition. You will acquire it, and then once it is done, then it will go for services. Okay, once you are using it, so time period wise or based on some performance, it will go for maintenance. And once it is like, once this useful life is over for this asset, this car, then it will be go for the disposal. Okay, so this is a typical phases of any asset in its life. So next, when we are going to understand it, so in planning phase, what exactly we are doing, we are deciding what asset exactly we needed, what is the purpose of this asset. Okay, and will it improve any operation, how much budget is available, and what is the estimated depreciation value. So for example, we are having one manufacturing unit. Okay, and to just increase the productivity of my product, in that case we need to understand whether we need to increase the efficiency of existing asset, or just we need to go for some modification in the plant. Okay, so first we are understanding what asset is needed. Let's say we are going for modification of plant where we need additional machine. Okay, so that we can do the more production. So in that case, we are deciding what machine, what asset exactly we need. Okay, and what is the purpose of this. So how and what exactly we are going to use through this machine, and will it improve our operation, will it really improve operation to improve our productivity, how much budget is available. So we need to understand it financially, how it will impact on our organization, what is the estimated depreciation value. So how many years or how much time it will take to depreciate completely. So we need to understand it should not depreciate within less period, because if, until unless we are not getting ROI by using this asset, okay, this will not be beneficial for us. Okay, so these are the few things which we are understanding in the planning phase of any asset. Okay, second, we are moving to acquisition. So in acquisition, we are identifying goods or services, whether it's goods or services. Let's say here when we are talking to improve the productivity of our plant, in that case we may go for some services also. Let's say just we need a services so that the efficiency of machine will be increased. So here we are deciding whether we are going for any goods or services. Shortlist suppliers. So accordingly, whatever requirement we are having, based on that we'll shortlist our suppliers, and then we will go for negotiation of cost and delivery, and then we'll finalize the purchase. And this particular product or services will be delivered to our plant floor. Okay, then it will be installed. Okay, then we'll start to use it, and then next will come the operation and maintenance. And once the useful life is over, then it will go for disposal. So here this was based on the phases what we are having in asset life cycle management. But further, to understand exact picture of any asset life cycle management, let's come here. Okay, so go one by one here. Here we are having 4 phases. This is same as we are having in previous slide. Planning, you can say it's specifically involving in specification and designing, where we are deciding what investment we are doing. Okay, so let's say just I'll take example of lathe machine. Okay, you need one additional lathe machine to increase your productivity of plant. So here first you need to do the investment planning. Another terminology, before even buying or before even going forward, you need to understand the ROI, whatever the amount you are going to put here or your asset. Okay, you need to calculate the ROI. So here we used to call this process as pre-investment analysis. Generally, we can manage this process in module called IM, investment management, or we can use PPM also for this. Once it is finalized, we can go to manage this asset through like how it is going to be installed. Let's say we have decided to just purchase one lathe machine. Okay, so I'm just taking a small example. If it is a big, let's say I just want to install one substation. Okay, small substation within my plant. So substation will involve so many activities, so many materials, product. Okay, that has to be come in my plant and to install. So this will become a project itself. So when you are deciding to go in that mode to just manage your process, then project system will help us to just do this all task here. So I've taken one cycle here. Let's say first pre-investment analysis. Okay, you are doing here pre-investment analysis. Okay, and then project initiation you are doing, and then project planning. Okay, once it is done, you are going for the procurement and execution. So procurement is happen through tendering process where the vendors are involved. So here we are having the process of tendering where you are just finalizing the vendor, and then in the process of vendor evaluation, and then contract creation is happening. And once it is done, then project is going to be executed. So here different modules will be involved: material management, SRM, supply relationship management, project system, and FIC. Okay, and once this is done, okay, then your machine, your substation, okay, your system is ready to use. So here it is coming to the procurement and execution. Okay, this should be operation and maintenance, not procurement and execution. Operation and maintenance. So here general maintenance, breakdown maintenance, preventive maintenance, refurbished maintenance. These are the 4 processes where we are using in any plant maintenance. Okay, and whenever we require any additional material, additional bill of material or material, then we need to go for extended procurement. Okay, so here this is a specification design where PPM, IMPS process is there, asset, then procurement and execution where SRM, PS, and FIC is there. Then it's operation and maintenance where plant maintenance, PM, and WCM, work clearance management, is involved. And then SRM is involved to procurement, to procuring any additional material, and then plant maintenance, PM, and WCM is being used for the maintenance purpose. Okay, then once the useful life is over, then it is going to disposal. So disposal, there are different way to do the disposal. You can directly sell off all your scrap as is scrap. okay, or if this is a complete disposal of your plant, okay, in that case you can create a project to just sale off this scrap. So that is a different kind of process here. Just to understand it is easily that we are going to dispose it, just throw it as a scrap. Okay, so this is the asset life cycle management here. Next, so what are the benefits of SAP EM here? Okay, it's giving us a real-time visibility for viewing their plant floor operation. Okay, because we are having everything is integrated. So if you are comparing with my previous slides, EM previous slides, where SP, SPM, AIN, all these modules are involved to perform the different activity, different transactions there, that everything is available on dashboard. Okay, so it's offering the real-time visibility to companies for viewing their floor plan operation. It is helping us to enhance operational efficiency. So if we are having complete report, we can directly check the health of my assets so that we can avoid any breakdown, we can avoid any downtime of my assets. Okay, it's giving us asset lifecycle management along with reducing cost, handling environmental and safety concerns. So here safety concerns, it is going to be managed by WCM, work clearance management, permit to work. So before doing any maintenance, we need to take some prerequisites, we need to take some action before, like we need to take some approval from different authorities to perform any maintenance. For example, let's say I'll just take one simple example. Let's say if you are installing any, you are the company, you are doing some infrastructure like electrification, okay, and when you are installing any pole, or doing erection and commissioning and all these kind of activities and roadside, then you need to take a approval from road authorities to avoid any accident. Okay, so this is just one of example. Similarly, in your plant also, let's say you are the maintenance team. So before doing any maintenance, you need to take a permission from operation team, because they are the owner of that particular machine. They are owning it. So they should be aware, and that it has to be disconnect, and all the precaution measure has to be taken before doing any maintenance. So here it is helping us for all this respective, like safety and environmental through EHSM. There is one more process here SAP given, environmental health and safety management. So this is also part of EM. Next to it's leveraging your investment and improve return on investment for all assets. Definitely it is helping us. If all these measures we are following, then definitely it will help us to increase the investment. Okay, the investment for all assets, it will improve the return. Assets companies to perform safety checks and ensure safe working condition. Yes, it is through EHSM and it is through WCM. Full support for capital project management and asset portfolio. It is helping us to reduce paperwork by streamlining many official processes. So you can manage this kind of process manually also, like PTW, where all the approval has to take in on paper and then it will be tagged on this particular machine. But when you are using SAP, it is automatic. Digitally, you can manage all these things. Okay. It's a simple user interface and enhanced user experience across multiple devices by using Fury apps. Measure the quality of productions and operations. Yes, you can take a responsibility, you can divide. Okay, so you can measure the quality of productions and operations. So responsibilities are divided separately based on some processes here, and then it will provide you the clear picture, the responsibilities, and how the quality has to be managed by different teams here. Next, to understand, so finally, see, EM is a big picture. Within that, asset management is within EM. Okay, and when we are talking the asset management, okay, which is having a complete process, the plant maintenance is a part of asset management life cycle. Okay, so here in this course, we are going to focus primarily on plant maintenance. So plant maintenance, we are having 5 major processes. One is a general maintenance. Okay. Next is a breakdown maintenance. Third is a preventive maintenance. Fourth is a refurbishment. And fifth is a calibration. Apart from that, we will understand WCM, work clearance management. Okay, PTW. Before even going for any plant maintenance, we need to take a permission from responsible authorities to perform the maintenance on that machine. Okay, so how exactly it is going to integrate with your plant maintenance object, okay, that we'll understand. We'll learn that. Apart from that, we will learn how we can schedule your resources for plant maintenance activities. So I'll just take one session for MRS, how you can manage your resources in plant maintenance. Okay. Apart from that, there is one more scenario here we are going to understand called overhaul process or annual outage process, where project system will handle, it will give you the complete structure to do the maintenance in your plant. It's very good and very useful scenario which is being used in so many plant to perform the annual maintenances here. Okay. Next comes to how to access SAP PM for transaction and configuration. Okay, so let's understand it. See, in S4HANA, we are focusing on Fiori apps use. Okay, so whatever the transactions we are going to use, it has to be done through Fiori app. So how exactly we are going to do this? We are having two ways to just access SAP plant maintenance. Here first is a through GUI. We used to call it as a graphical user interface. Here we can perform the transaction by using different T codes. Okay, for example, if you want to create a notification, so to create a notification, you need to put one code, transaction code. So IW21, for example, this is the transaction code through which you can create a notification, plant maintenance notification. Okay, and to manage this plant maintenance notification, you need to do some configuration. So this has to be done here in GUI only. Okay. Another way to access this transaction is called SAP Fiori applications. So you can access this application, this app to perform, to create notification. Okay. So here are different tiles. Applications are given by SAP. By using that directly, you can create a notification. So in that case, no need to put any transaction code. It's based, everything is based on web, like it will looks like a web, like how we used to have the application apps in our mobile devices. Similarly, so here we will not require any transaction code to access any transaction here. However, to perform any configuration, to do any configuration, you need to come again here in GUI. Okay, you cannot directly do in SAP Fiori. Okay, we will tell you. I'll tell you exactly what is the architecture of this GUI and Fiori in my upcoming sessions. One second. Okay. So whenever we are going for any implementation, okay, or whenever we are going to understand the plant maintenance process, okay, we need to understand that how the what are the different business scenarios are there. Okay, we'll go in more deep in our upcoming sessions, but to just understand what kind of business scenarios we can have in the plant maintenance. So first is a decentralized, okay, and second is a centralized. So let's say, just to understand this here, okay, you are having, okay, these are the different plant. Let's say this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 4. So your team is here. Okay, your one team and plant maintenance team is here, another plant maintenance team is here, another plant maintenance team is here. So different plant maintenance team are available in different plants. Okay, plant is nothing, just it's a place where your work is going to be carried out. Okay, let's say this is a one manufacturing unit, you can consider it's a one plant. Okay, it can be segregated based on your locations, it can be segregated based on the processes also. It's depend. Okay, that we'll understand how we can segregate it. But to just understand initial level, let's say, let's understand it location based. For example, I'm having one plant in Delhi, another plant in Mumbai, and my third plant is in Bangalore. Okay, So whatever the maintenance is required in particular plant that's in Delhi, the planner team who's responsible to plan the maintenance is sitting in the same place. Okay, let's say they are sitting in Delhi and they are managing, they are giving the complete plan of maintenance to plant maintenance team. So they are doing this maintenance here in Delhi itself. So planner and maintenance, the actual maintenance team, they are in the same plant. So this means it's a decentralized, okay, where we are saying maintenance planning is either plant based. So this is plant based maintenance, and in some of cases your planning team can sit here and they are responsible to provide the planning for different plants. Let's say the planning team is sitting here in the Delhi, but they are managing the planning for Mumbai plant and Bangalore plant, Chennai plant, all the plants. So this is a cross plant, centralized. So where one centralized team is sitting, and they are managing of all the plant maintenance planning here. Okay. So before even going to understand this in detail, we need to understand when we are going to understand the plant maintenance system, we need to first analyze it. Okay, then we need to define exactly what is there, and then we need to assign it. Okay, let's say it's very initial stage when you are doing an implementation. So even before starting anything, you just need to understand that how the objects are available there, where exactly we need to perform the maintenance. We need to define what are the different maintenance objects are there, and we need to understand how it is going to be assigned. So there are different objects available here, maintenance object. Just to understand as of now, one is a function location, another is the equipment. Okay. So first we need to analyze what will be the function location, what will be my equipment, okay, and how it is going to be assigned. So we are having some different objects to assign here. So next I'll explain these things in my next session, that what are the different objects available here in plant maintenance. Okay, and we'll go starting from understanding of organization structure, and then we'll come to the master data, and that point of time we'll understand how assignment will be there. Okay, so when we will understand the organization structure in plant maintenance, we need to understand what is my maintenance plant, what is my planning plant, okay, how assignment is happening to controlling area or to company code, like within organization structure, how it is going to be managed. Okay, and then coming back to the master data like work center, planner group, how assignment need to be done in the system. So first let us understand the complete organization structure, then we'll come here to again understand how assignment is happening. Okay, so thank you, thanks for day. Just let me know if you have any question.
No, sir, no, right now, but actually, sir, you are explaining that term also, no, where we are using that means that specific terms used in the plant maintenance, like the preventive maintenance, whether the downtime or the strategic asset strategic, that your earlier in the earlier slide you have
ASPM,
said that
yeah.
asset strategy. So what is
Mhm.
that asset strategy means? That's explanation of that terms. So the
Yeah, so
definition
this
of
is
that.
very first session today. Okay, it is just to understand what exactly we are going to learn. Okay, this is just
Yeah.
to understand which area we are going to focus, okay, in this course. So in next session I'll just focus on plant maintenance, okay, major, like what organization structure there, what is master data, technical objects, and then what are the different processes are there, okay, breakdown, what are the different terminologies. So I'll explain all these things. Okay.
And so in this session we are concentrating on the plant maintenance and that work clearance, only the
Yeah,
two parts.
work clearance management. Yeah,
Work clearance and the other means early in the first slide you have said that the EM is containing the multiple more sub models in that
yeah.
under the
So
EM.
that's why I'm saying na, work clearance management and plant maintenance. These both are the part of EM. Okay,
Okay.
but apart
And
from that, also we are having like IoT, that also will come in the EM solution. Okay,
okay.
machine learning, that also has to be part of. Let's say if you are going for cloud solution, so SAP basically has given one solution on cloud where this all activity will be performed within the same package, within the same solution package. So here when you are talking individually, like if you see my first slide, okay, this was
Yeah.
explaining here based on the cloud, right? So whatever the data we are managing here, so master data, we are keeping everything here, okay? But when we are going to understand with the PM perspective, that we just need to correlate this. Let's say if we are going for on-premise solution. So in that case, plant maintenance and WCM and other additional modules, how it is helping us within EM, within the boundary of EM for my asset maintenance. Okay, that we need to focus. So once you will go through of almost 10 session, then you can easily visualize where exactly we are within the EM. Okay, so many things are new here.
Okay. And so, what is the
Okay,
and so yes, sir. And so here we are also covering that how that structure means EM structure means it is the EM required the PS or without PS also it is how it works or with the PS how it
it's
works.
without PS. It's without PS. Okay, I have
It is
taken this as a asset management life cycle. When we are talking about asset management life cycle, for example, I'll tell you. Let's say if you are going for any real estate life cycle management. So from where exactly the process is going to be start, okay, and where it is going to be end. What are the
yeah.
modules are coming within it? That is a different. But to just understand the clear picture, we need to understand the complete cycle, right? We need to understand where
Yes.
exactly we are standing. Okay, so where plant maintenance, if I'm saying, okay, this is a plant maintenance model, this is general maintenance, breakdown maintenance, this is a predictive maintenance or preventive maintenance, this is my refurbishment. So you directly just focusing on the maintenance stuff. Okay, but when you are talking, okay, this is my asset life cycle management, and it is starting from this point, it is ending here, and we are here. We are focusing here on this particular part of this solution. Okay,
Okay.
like when I'm saying
Okay.
project management life cycle. Okay, so it is starting from your initiation, idea generation. So idea generation, we can manage it here in idea management. We can manage it in investment management. We can manage it in portfolio project management. Then it is going for planning. We are managing this in a project system. Then we are going for execution. It is in a project system plus MM. Then it is going for the next level. So once your project is ready, let's say you are doing some internal manufacturing unit installation. So once your project is ready, everything's ready, then it is going for operation. So in case of
Yes.
operation, you required plant maintenance. Once your once your asset is handed over for operation, from that point your maintenance responsibility will start with an organization. Till then the responsibility lies with vendor, with contractor who's installing it. Understand?
Yes.
So you might be here the terminology called TOC, taken over certificate, DLC, defect liability certificate, okay, or like guarantee for 2 years. Just like for example, I bought one lathe machine from a vendor, and they are responsible to install it and just hand it over with operation. So their team came and they have installed everything, and then they have given all the instruction how we need to operate. Okay, and then we started to use it. But for next 1 year, it's the responsibility of my contractor, my vendor, to just manage all the maintenance, right? So whenever we are, or in period of let's say some testing period, okay, 5 months or 6 months is testing period. So whatever the maintenance requirements are there, that it has to be managed by contractor vendor, not by internal team. So many things need to take care here as a responsibility. I'll explain all these things once we'll come in particular scenarios. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'm closing it for day now.
Okay. Okay, sir. And tomorrow is the another section, no?
I'll tell you exactly. Okay, let me just
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
finalize.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Thank you, sir. Good night.